Dr. Dmitry Sokolov, practicing at Healthy Kids and Family Chiropractic in Markham, and I'm so excited that we specialized in pediatric care. Obviously, figure out from the name of the clinic, Healthy Kids and Family. And you know, we check kids regularly from birth, within up to 12 hours after birth, and right away, sometimes even more faster than that. And the coolest part, that what I'd like to share it with you, that sometimes we hear in the news, in the society, that children don't need chiropractic care. Well, I have a couple of scientific references for you guys to listen, understand, and know and be aware about this. So the first one is coming from Developmental Medical Child Neurology, and Dr. Abraham Tomlin described how the latent spinal cord and brainstem injury in newborn and infants occur. So here's the quote: "The birth process, even under optimal controlled conditions, is potentially a traumatic crippling event for a fetus." So primary subluxations and injury happens due to a birth process. Not the birth itself, but the birth process. Spinal cord and the brainstem injuries often occur during the process of birth, but frequently escape diagnosis, meaning that in the hospital and in the current healthcare system is not even designed to get your child checked for presence of vertebral subluxation after the birth. So the next quote I would like to share, because what's happening when the subluxation happens in the children. It's been published in Manual Medicine. Dr. Biederman, kinematic imbalance due to suboccipital strain in newborns, states: abnormal postural influences input into the central nervous system has been linked to a sudden infant death syndrome, balance problems, visual disturbances, tinnitus, ringing in the ear, imbalance between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system. By the way, it's a part of the autonomic nervous system that controls all organs' function. And impaired development of pediatric central nervous system. So we can basically say all those conditions that we see rise today, like autism and sensory deprivative disorders, or any type of sensory integrative disorders, like such as autistic spectrum disorders, they may be somehow linked to that. Okay, then another study from Orthopedic Clinical Neurology says that Dr. Wing and Tseng, Suzak, Gagnon, talks about back pain and spinal changes in microgravity. So, tethering, adverse prolonged stretching of the central nervous system, this results in a spinal cord ischemia, which is lack of oxygen in the nervous system, and consequent motor, sensory, and autonomic neurological dysfunction, including the tethering of the spinal cord has been linked to demyelinating diseases such as multiple sclerosis later on in life. So subluxation leads to disease. And what we really need to take care of health before we actually start experiencing any type of signs and symptoms, because if you don't take time now while we are healthy, keep it this way, or correct something that we still not feel it, then